In this section, we're going to talk about teaching classes both in the home or in person or on Facebook. Now, what I really recommend to you is that you start teaching classes before you know everything. Get out there and start sharing and learn from real life experiences. You can learn more from doing than you can ever learn from the hypotheticals that you are playing back and forth in your head. So get out there and start teaching. So the first step is the actual planning. So these first 3 tips are going to be about the planning stages of the classes. So first you're going to want to pick a date for the class. Generally, if you pick classes 2 to 3 weeks out, especially if they are in-person classes, that's going to work best for people. However, keep in mind, you know your market, your crowd better than anybody else. I know one lady in our group that, spur of the moment classes do way better for her than classes planned way out. But in many circles, people like to have the time to plan, so 2 to 3 weeks out. Also, for your class, make a Facebook event. Go ahead and make a Facebook event with all of the information and then invite people personally, even if it's a class that's in person, through Facebook Messenger. This will get people feeling like they're personally invited, not just a mass invitation. And then you can speak a little bit to them personally, and the odds are they will go through and peruse your page and see what you've been up to and possibly see your new lifestyle, see maybe some things that you've gained by starting to use Young Living, whether it's health and your wellness or financially, but either one of those. And then the last one is to have 2 class dates. Now here's the great thing about 2 class dates is, so if someone says, oh, I'd love to, but I'm not available that night, if you have a second class already planned, you can say, hey, how about this night? Does this night work for you? And then if they say no to that class, you can even follow that up with, well, when would you be available for the 2 of us to get together? Maybe I can talk to you one-on-one. Then you'll find out if they're just trying to be polite and say no, or if they actually are interested and just not available that night. So 2 to 3 weeks in advance, Facebook Messenger invitation, and then also have 2 dates for your classes. Now for the methods of sharing. You have several ways to choose from. You can do online, which are webinars or Facebook events like this one. You can also do in-person, small classes to one-on-ones, to even make and takes where people can experience the oils for themselves and take them home. There's even what you can do is a call-in class where people dial a number and call in. Great for commuters. They can use this to dial in and listen on their commute on the way home. Keep them about 10 to 15 minutes long and you'll have the most success. Another key component is to have both oily members and non-members attend your class. And there's a reason for this. One, you want to have more people in your class. The more people there, the more fun it is. The other part of that is when you have members, already members at the class, when you're teaching and they agree with what you're saying, then that gives you credibility. It automatically tells those non-members that you know what you're talking about because these other people in the room are agreeing and nodding their head and have had the same experience. So even if you're brand new, see if your upline can come. See if a friend can come. Have your family member in the room, someone that will validate what you are saying. You want to remember KISS. Keep it super simple. You don't want to have decorations elaborate and really fancy foods and lots of things out there. The more elaborate that you make your class or your party or your meeting, whatever you decide to call it, the more elaborate it is, they're going to feel intimidated and they're going to feel like they are not able to do that. And you want to be duplicatable. You want them to look at what you do, and at minimum you want them to think, well, I can do that. She can do it, I can do it. And at the most, you want them to say, hey, I think I could do that even better than she can. And if you do that, then you know it's a successful party.